Welcome back to the Weekend Rock. Warrant was scheduled to be on the road in Europe this week, opening up for David Lee Roth. But then the group's lead singer, Janie Lane, broke several ribs in a fall on stage in Birmingham, England Monday night. And now the band's back in Los Angeles waiting for Lane to recuperate. Our man John Norris caught up with Warrant on a small club tour the group managed just before leaving for Europe, however. And here's his report.
Well, if the idea of a band singing Cherry Pie in a place where they used to serve communion seems strange to you, you're probably not alone. But you see, it's been quite some time since the Limelight was a functioning church. Today, it's one of New York City's hottest discos. One night a week, they present live rock and roll. And tonight, the main attraction is Warrant.
I feel like I'm sorry. Forgive me.
This date was the final night of a two-week East Coast tour of small clubs. Quite a step down for the platinum-selling Warrant, who up until recently were playing 15,000-seat arenas as the opening act for Poison.
It's funner for me because I can make eye contact with 90% of the people that I'm playing to. I mean, there's no very lights, pyro, lasers, you know, it's just amps in the band and real raw.
Warrant dropped out of that tour with Poison in January in a much-publicized split.
It happened over an area of stage space on each side of the stage that we had used from the beginning of the tour starting in September, and towards the end of the tour with like 15 shows left in January, we were told we weren't allowed to use it anymore, and I didn't understand why. Actually, it was a pretty dumb situation, and not one that I think either band should hate each other over.
Other headaches for Warrant have come from their ongoing troubles with the press. In fact, the band was crucified in the recent Rolling Stone poll, with most of the readers' and critics' scorn reserved for that lusty album cover and video for Cherry Pie.
The critics that don't get Warrant are not the people who are going out and buying the record and coming to the concerts anyways. They're not the people that the music is geared for. So I couldn't care less what they have to say. Just for the record, let's get the story straight. Uncle Tom fishing, it was getting pretty late.
Warrant's latest video, the murder mystery-styled Uncle Tom's Cabin, shot in the murky swamps of Louisiana, could mean a change in image for the group. But Janie realizes that could take time.
The band has a lot more depth lyrically and musically than people give us credit for. But as time goes on down the road, as we make more records, I think it'll become more apparent.
Meanwhile, halfway around the world in Australia, the Sydney-based band Divinyls is stirring up some of the biggest noise of its career. Although the group has been making records for nearly a decade now, it's never scored a commercial breakthrough in this country like the one attending its new album, Divinyls.